Hello everyone, xnewfie-ogx here, back with another Genshin Impact video instead of live stream. Because yeah, I want to get in a Zuma done. Well, not done, but started.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, of course.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So, come on. We all know you've...
I'm a champion.
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these
Are
words
you
of
though?
praise.
I beat up a guy who barely knew how to fight. Did my screen just freeze?
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament.
Well, I may be Liyue's hero, but I still don't have vision, so of course I can't do your tournament.
And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fights. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too.
Okay.
For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So,
Yeah.
I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Oh, I still have to fight another round? You're putting me in the semifinals, okay.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinal.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Yeah, but I don't get to kick as many
To
butts.
be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
Okay, well, I guess I'll wait for my opponent in the semifinal.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
So I have 2 more matches then, because I got the final match and semifinal?
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior.
Oh, a seasoned warrior.
You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
I haven't forgotten why I'm here.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up.
Oh, you're the one that signed me up, right? Put me in for
Your
fate.
opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
I'm ready.
Okay, follow me.
Who's my opponent? Who am I fighting? Come on, bring out the best
At
opponent.
last, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh god, I'm like...
The semifinals have begun.
Beto, I don't know how well I'll do. This guy's level 90. Hello.
Maybe
Hello, Captain Beto. How's it going?
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly
And-
commendable.
Kazuha, whatever.
I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent.
You have a keen eye.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet. Remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is.
we wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter?
So, all I know is
Worried that
he's
you've
fast.
bitten off
Okay.
more than you can chew this time?
It's vital that we make it to Inazuma.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill?
Fair enough.
I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
I mean, I think it was pretty obvious we were at Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Post-match entertainment. Am I don't have to fight this guy? I'm here for my fight. Who dares to challenge me?
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind.
No one.
We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce
Who's
our
the
first
other
combatant.
finalist, I
Though
wonder?
few have seen her, her reputation knows no bound. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her
Yeah.
name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face.
Yeah.
Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Yeah. I made, yeah, totally. I totally made Child's face all pale and stuff.
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinal. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Come on,
Is
what
this
could
gonna
be
be a
taking him so
forfeit?
long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Maybe they got the match.
They've got no other
times.
choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about Captain Beto. Perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler.
Oh, did they steal the prize? And I don't have to go find this guy who's, like, probably stole the prize. The guy I'm supposed to fight. Because he didn't show up. God.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The
Okay.
vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
Apparently no one was guarding the I swear, Beto, get your crew under control or something. Have someone guarding the prize.
We don't know when it was taken exactly.
God.
I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful... Recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
Seems there's nothing else we could do, so...
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Okay. You could sense the winds. Good to know. Probably not the weirdest thing.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance.
No, why'd I have to freeze up? To be a time
Ride the winds
now
up.
there's only
From
14
there,
seconds.
we can continue our search for clues.
Oh my god, I have 10 seconds now. Because of that freeze up, I have only 5 seconds.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
Why is style a part of the criteria for... Yeah, never mind.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way.
I don't even want the vision.
Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put
I
my
just wanna
skills
get
to good
to
use
Zuma.
while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Hand over the vision.
After all I went through to get it? I think not.
Just do as we say, and there's no further confidence.
Really?
Whatever. If you just give up the vision now.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shit.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Let him go.
You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Jesus, man. Calm down.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Really? We had him almost give up the vision. You had to pick a fight with him.
Hat.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Oh, you just wanted to see if the vision would activate. You...
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Get out of here,
Huh?
treasure
Paimon
hoarders.
doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision.
You want to see if you'd awaken it, man.
But unfortunately, nothing happened.
So you were playing this all along?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the
I
moment he
think it
stole the
is,
vision,
but
I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening.
oof.
After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
I'll try it, but there's no guarantee it will
Vision
respond to
didn't seem
me.
to respond at
Yeah.
all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
I didn't think I would be able to, but yeah.
No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Why are you so determined to rekindle the vision?
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Oh god, I have to go through a whole story. Oh, jeez.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
Well then.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
If you need to talk, I'm here to
Do
listen.
not let my feelings trouble you. But thank you.
So, does that mean I win?
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to...
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
Really? Summoned by Ningguang? Ugh.
It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So we'll be able to travel to Inazuma now?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
I tried walking to Inazuma once with Farina, so yeah.
This is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Whatever you say, buddy. Teleport waypoint unlocked. Wait, does that mean I gotta teleport to Inazuma now? Take me to Inazuma!
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
It's an honor to be aboard.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
I think you're supposed to hoist the anchors, Paimon, but whatever. I guess he's coming with us then. To Inazuma! To Inazuma we sail! Yeah! Finally!
Yippee!
After who knows how long, a year. Listen, that was one of the first things I tried to do while unlocking her. And it's not like you could blame me on it. Hey, it's Toma!
Toma!
Ahoy there.
Ahoy!
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Yeah, we're honored guests, not stowaways. We were invited onto a ship after beating up someone.
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Nice to meet you, Toma.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Okay.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Right.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Tell Nangwan we left.
First things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Oh, we gotta get registered? Oh. This is the worst nation I've been to so far. This is the worst nation I've been to so far. Everywhere else I just walked in.
Kinda thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hand?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Now I'm feeling a bit nervous. Thanks, Toma. Thanks. I'm here. Sign me up.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh.
Is this so funny? I knew that was gonna happen.
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
We're here to find my brother.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
Toma, I am half tempted to push you over this wharf.
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Oh god.
So
I have
it
to
is super
do
strict.
more?
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in
Yep.
Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Welcome or not, we don't have a choice.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well.
I'm half tempted to drown you right now, Toma, so...
Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Yes?
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
Oh, just 2 million more? Wait a
2
second.
million?
Is 2 million? Toma, where's my sword?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Are you sure? Do you know what 1 plus 1 is?
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
That is a major discount. I love it.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price dip!
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
600? That I was willing to pay the 400,000, but yeah, no, Toma, handle this.
Much obliged.
Never mind, Toma, you're actually useful. I'm not throwing you in the water yet.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
Reminds me of someone else. Strange relationship with Mora.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The processing fee is just a figure of speech.
I swear, Toma, you're starting to act like Inazuma's child.
The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can make.
Oh.
So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply
He
for
does have the
residency,
same hair color as child.
You milk them for all their worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Does anyone
Yes,
suspect?
but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
The rain shooting feels further away than ever.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
Still have to find a way.
I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that like...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price. You understand?
Ah, Toma. I will drown you in this water real quick.
Not you too!
No.
Don't drown,
In this
Toma.
instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about
Oh, you're not
Mora.
talking about Mora? Okay, never mind.
In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds
Okay.
very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle,
So,
you...
what's the job?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation.
I worked with
As
some
I touched
shady
upon
people,
earlier,
Toma.
The members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive.
Very shady people. Looking over at Tartaglia. I worked with some very shady people.
Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricium, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him.
How
I'll wait
much
for you
do I
here.
have to do before I can roam freely in Izuma?
A lot.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Very nearly.
Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable
great
regulations,
taxes.
and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere.
Isn't that what they call monopoly?
Paimon said the cursed word, monopoly.
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
This is absurd treatment.
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Oh, this guy's from Fontaine, okay.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them. What do you think we should do? Carice is the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources this stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly,
let's find out.
Our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district.
Got it!
I hate not having the map unlocked. I need to get to a statue as soon as possible. But I have to do all these quests in order to get there, don't I? Or can I have free roam right now?
Keijiro, it's him!
After him!
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? What?
What did you bury here?
let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one...
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence.
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come...
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy.
Oh well. We got our evidence. Let's get out of here. I'm not gonna get through this tonight, am I?
Probably not.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're making a mockery of the rules here.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found one all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayer.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us.
Well, you see,
Let me take a look at the ledger.
There you go.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we set...
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
More like blackmail.
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for him.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my loss?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never...
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the... Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back...
Uh-oh. This is...
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Context.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission. Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affair.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
What is that?
lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi, I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our...
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Toma, you have a lot of explaining to do. This ain't very far, Toma.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. Alright, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Tell me about whatever that person was.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Com?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue.
Perfect.
So, when Miss
More people to
Kamisato
hear
heard
about
of
me,
your
good.
intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true.
Yes, I took down the Storm Dragon. Took down Fatui Harbinger Child, yeah, all that stuff.
That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Maybe.
Change the tide of the time?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around, navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree.
I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here. Meet the Ryan Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of...
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for... one more thing.
Just goodbye, Toma.
This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori. Good luck with everything.
So, now that Toma's gone, can I finally leave this town?
Nope.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Wait, huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so, did Toma forget that too?
Perhaps
Darn
not.
it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about... As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to... Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we...
I already tried to leave multiple times, Paimon.
If you want to taste
You can't get very far.
Nope, you can't.
Stop there. Present your travel permit.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
I want to kick this guy in the balls and just run.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
If only.
Are you saying we should go and meet with the... Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words. Who knows?
Maybe he is a big fan of mine. Eh, if not, I could still kick him in the balls.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespass.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
Yeah, you better be apologizing. Yeah, let me in. Bish.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
I too am honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to...
Alright, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much this to business only.
Ah, fair enough.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Yeah, I think he's sleeping with the fishes, and Storm Terror is out of commission.
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Technically, I did beat him in a duel because he wore himself out.
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, alright.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
You're too kind.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
This is my forte.
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingshin. A flower grows on the mountaintops.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So,
Yes, bring me 300 Qingshin, would you?
300?
Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
They don't stay fresh after they're picked.
Too much trouble, is it? Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help.
That sounds much more
Yeah,
like
that is much better than...
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
I'll consider it.
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
And I thought 300 Flowers would be bad. He upped it to 700 letters.
Halt, you two!
Saw that coming.
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
No, Paimon, you are not allowed to see the letter. I will cover your eyes. Dear traveler, with the I could find this message to you. I apologize. I'm not reading all that.
So
It takes me
means
forever to read.
She wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
We shared a glare.
Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back? Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
I think I'm just gonna have to end the episode here because, yeah. It's getting pretty late. And I don't think I'm getting off this island anytime soon, like this town. I don't think I'm getting out of this town. So that's gonna be all for this one, guys. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a nice day and night. What time it is for you. Bye.